Maybe the woman at the well, as she sat alone drawing water in the heat of the day, maybe she was there and she was thinking about the weight of her burdens. Or maybe she was there thinking about the things that she wishes she could change, or the things that she wished was different. Maybe she was there thinking, I don't know, that she wanted to be alone. Or maybe she was there because she felt she deserved to be alone. Now, there's a straight shot shortcut to get to Galilee. And this is the way that all of the Jews traveled for two reasons. One, well, it's a shortcut. Like, why wouldn't you take the shortest route to get to where you wanted to go? Two, because the other way to get to Galilee, it was through Samaria. And they hate Jews, right? So why would you go any other way? Why would you go the long way to travel through a city filled with people who hate you if you are Jew, right? Well, Jesus does. Jesus, he travels this long way, and he does it on purpose. And because he travels this way, he meets the woman at the well. And he goes to her. And the apostles are like so surprised that he's talking to her. A woman, a woman of this apostate, city. And not only does he talk to her, but he sits there with her. And he teaches her. And he stays with her for 2 days. And so maybe we feel alone and burdened, but Jesus will and does travel the long way to get to us on purpose. Even and especially when everyone else may fail us. He comes to us because he doesn't lose sight of us, because he knows our hiding places. And like in 3 Nephi 17:4, they are not lost to God. He knows where they are. Because no matter what you think of yourself or your efforts or your setbacks or your situations or your shortcomings, like, God is fighting for you, and he refuses to leave you, and he refuses to give up. The laborer in the vineyard, he asked the Lord, well, should we get rid of the branches that aren't doing well? And the Lord responds, I will spare it a little longer, because it grieveth me to lose these branches. And so there stay, and the Lord stays there with it. And so now's not the time for God to judge us. That's not yet. Now is the time for him to love and revive and strengthen and forgive and correct and change. Now is the time for him to fight for us and work with us and stay with us as much as he can and give us more chances. Because to the most powerful being to ever exist, you matter. You're worth the effort and the time and the chances, because he doesn't want to lose you. He is there knowing that good can always come with him and his help, even if it is coming from the worst soil or the worst sins or the worst backgrounds or the worst efforts or situations or whatever. So the next time you feel like you aren't worth it or that you aren't worth him, tell the adversary to just shut it and take advantage of the Savior who is still there, and take confidence knowing that all is never lost, because those branches from the worst soil brought forth the most fruit. He's still there, ready and waiting for you to blossom. Regardless of what we have done or haven't done, regardless if we're on the path or off the path, he comes to us and he stays with us. And what we think is a painful moment alone, with a weight that we wouldn't know how to describe to anyone else, it could turn into an intimate, one-on-one moment with the Savior if, like the woman at the well, we're willing to listen, and if we're willing to be taught.